right, guys and gals, I'm going to take a minute to talk about Plan N and why we are excited about the future of Plan N as a very high potential candidate for the #1 plan that we offer. And I think a lot of people are going to see it advertised and offered more and more in the future as a top contender on the Medicare supplement selection process. Here we go, Plan N. So a lot of people would say Plan N stands for N not covered or not fully covered. We used to say that too, but these days we're thinking that Plan N is a great option. Here's why. First, we're going to break down what it does cover. The cool thing about Plan N is just like with G and F, Part A expenses like the deductible of $1,364 are covered, and so are the daily copays in the hospital, both covered. So basically, if you go into the hospital, you don't have to worry about Plan N not being a good selection. It pays the same as Plan G and Plan F on hospitalization. As you go down, the $185 calendar year deductible is not covered under Plan N. So you do have to pay this. So this one right here, you will have to pay that deductible. If you go down a little bit further into the 80/20 portion of Part B, remember this is Part B, this is A. Part B, that 20% coinsurance with no limit, well, that's covered. Okay? Now, when you go into the, if you go to the doctor, you do have a nice little copay that you have to pay with Plan N that we all loathe so much, but it's only $20 for a primary care doctor or specialist and $50 for an ER visit. Unless you're admitted, then it's covered under Part A, hospitalization, and the ER copay is waived. Okay? So that's kind of it in a nutshell, other than excess charges. Excess charges are not covered as well. Like I discussed in some of the Plan G and Plan F videos, a Plan N excess charge is charged if you go to a doctor that doesn't accept assignment of Medicare and they decide to charge in excess of what Medicare covers. In most areas, 97, I believe 98% of doctors accept Medicare. I think the national average is still way over 90% as far as how many doctors accept original Medicare on assignment. So this doesn't come up very often. We do see it with some dermatologists, things like that, but it's still not a huge thing because it's typically 15%, up to 15%. So if you went in and you had a $100 claim and that's what Medicare approved at was $100, they could go back and charge 15% for that appointment and make it $115 you owe. And so if you had met your $185 deductible already, then on that $100 claim, the 20% would be covered and the 80% would be covered by Medicare and the supplement. So you wouldn't pay the $100, it would be paid for, but you'd be left paying the $15. And actually you would have had to pay a $20 copay on it. So really you'd pay $35 for that visit. So that's one of the things that can happen. We very rarely see it, and so because Plan N premiums are so much lower and that the increase statistics on them show that Plan N is going up slower than other plans, we think Plan N is a very viable option for the future as we see Plan G become the new Cadillac plan, and Plan G also has to now take guaranteed issue right business. So it is possible that their risk pool on Plan G is more risky and causes increases faster. Plan N can look very appealing to people. much cheaper on the premium, especially if you're in a state that doesn't allow these excess charges. There are some states like Ohio that have Medicare overcharge measures in place, and they do not allow doctors in those states to charge excess charges. So in that case, a plan in would be a very good fit. That's all I'm going to talk about right now. That's Plan In a nutshell. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment below. Please subscribe to the channel and let us know if we can help with anything.